Hey, Experience guys, glad to get a chance to connect in with you today for this week's Experience Team Huddle. Sorry I'm out till Friday this week. We had an amazing time this week at ARC and lots of great insights, lots of great learning, and just presence of God was super real and very embracing. It was great to get a chance to spend time with our staff team there, and so but we're looking forward to an incredible weekend this weekend and have 3 or 4 bits of information I want to share with you. One, I believe that this is going to be an incredible weekend specifically because I think, that weekend after Easter is always a weekend where it's like, am I going to go back? Am I going to make it back? But it's really kind of in this weekend where we may begin to see some of those folks for whom Easter began to make some traction and begin some incredible things as we thought about that final word. And I'm still continuing to think about what that final word is for me. And so excited about this weekend, and so let's be on the lookout for that. We've got some team member shifts that are going on as Alicia is kind of transitioning out of the role for our cafe, but Gary and Karen Schneider are going to be kind of stepping in to give some leadership to that team, and we're excited about that and helping them just expand our experience scenario at Coconut Point. So we're excited about that. I do want to tell you about 3 or 4 things that are going to be going on this weekend. We are going to continue the 7-minute party this weekend, which is our 7-minute connection point for newcomers, people who are looking for an on-ramp after each of the services on Sunday. And so that will be taking place in the pastor's green room. So we want you to help encourage people in that way if they're new, if it's somebody that you're having a conversation with. It's an open invitation, and we will honor their time by being in and out by 7 minutes, but having some incredible conversations already in that. And Larry Utterback is going to kind of be our 7-minute party kind of liaison as it relates specifically to on-ramps of serve teams and groups. And so we will be actually kind of connecting some people with each of you, hopefully over the next little bit, who are looking to find a place to serve. Also, this weekend is we're going to be having a table in the foyer and begin announcing our transition to what we're calling Next Level Connect, which is our new church database system. And Pastor Lewis will explain more about that this weekend, but we really, really would love for you guys to get on board with the new system as soon as possible. All of the data that you had placed in your profile in Fellowship 1 is going to be migrated over into Next Level Connect through a system called Church Community Builder. But if you are an online giving person, we would love for you to take a few moments and set up that profile, because we will not be using online giving through Fellowship 1 anymore after a couple of weeks ago. And so any online giving has to be manually reset up in Church Community Builder. We'll be giving you some information this Sunday. There will be cards for each seat this weekend to place to give people information, and I will actually be at a table in the foyer helping answer questions and explain to people how that process works, how they can get that started. Also, we're going to be, specifically for our setup and teardown guys, this is the weekend we are going to be doing a breakfast and some training for setup and teardown team this weekend, specifically as it relates to scheduling and working on a rotation of that schedule. We love our setup and teardown guys, and if you are a part of this Experience Huddle, if you see one of our setup and teardown guys, well, would you just encourage them this weekend? So many great things are happening at our location, and really the truth is all of those only happen because of our setup and teardown team and because of their willingness to come and help us get going and help us get put away on weekends. There is no Next Level Church at Coconut Point without our setup and teardown team, and Craig and Holly and Jared and their team have led so phenomenally over that last little bit. We're working on ways to honor them and also to equip them to recruit, but as well as to give them some regular routine of rest. And so we're going to be kind of dialoguing about that, specifically about a setup team in our setup team breakfast, which will start at 8 o'clock, or excuse me, I think we're going to start about 7:45 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock on Sunday morning. And so for all of you who do set up and tear down, we would love for you to be a part of that. If there are people in your family that do that, just encourage them, be ready for that. It'll be after we get our setup finished on Sunday. And we're just looking forward to what this is going to be a huge value add for us in sustainability long term for our portable scenario at Next Level at Coconut Point. And the last thing I would just say is, for each of you as coaches, we are anticipating and really going to be intentional over these next couple of weeks about following up about the coaches' commitment conversation. And we really do want that to be a conversation. As I've talked to a couple of our leaders, one of the things that's come out of that is a recognition that there were some questions that were left over from the Coaches Spring Training Day that we want to make sure that we answer. And so we are not just simply driving for a document to be signed. We really do want you to know that we're all about wanting to help you become fully engaged followers of Jesus. And so we want to answer questions even before we start asking for signatures. Really, we want to have a conversation with you. So I'd really love to connect with each of you over the next couple of weeks to just write down some notes. We're not even going to sign the document on that first time through, but really what we want to do is write some notes and talk about, hey, where do you see yourself wanting to grow? And then so Pastor Lewis and I can come alongside you and just help facilitate that and encourage you in that way. So let's look each of you, if we haven't gotten a chance to connect, let's look at some time in the next couple of weeks. And we want to make our schedules as available as possible to work around your scenario so that we can make sure that we are as fully engaged with you. One of our commitments, and we are doubling down on this, guys, is that we want to be connected and committed to lead well at our location, but we really want to invest ourselves in you guys. And so you have access to our time. You have access to our schedule. Any thoughts about the fact that, well, we're too busy or we have other things to take care of? We want you to know that we want to be the most fully invested in each of you. And so you are a priority to us. You are important and a high connection point for us, not just because of what we want to get from you, but really because we want to help you grow and help you become fully engaged followers, and let the leadership that you have overflow out of what God is doing in us and not just be focused on what God is doing through us. And so take a look at your schedule. I'll be reaching out to you individually. We'll find a time to get together and would love to do that. I hope you guys are having a great week. I hope you're looking forward to Sunday. It's going to be an amazing weekend this weekend as we talk about worship. Pastor Matt and Pastor Rick, our central worship director, is going to be teaching together this weekend. And we're excited about what God is going to share with us as we gather together. Love you guys. Hope you're having a great week, and we will look forward to seeing you on Sunday.